Hey guys, it's Katie here and welcome back to my channel. So, I've been on this planet for 25 years, which I hate saying because I still feel like I'm like 18, but I have learned some things in those 25 years and I thought I would share that today in this video. So, this is 25 things I learned in 25 years of life. So without further ado, let's go into the video. When I thought love was a lost art. Number 1, you cannot plan your life. When I was about 15 or 16, I had my whole entire life planned out as to how I wanted it to happen. So I was going to get married at 22, I was going to have my first kid by 25. And I'm 25 now and I do not have a kid and I am not ready for a kid. So you cannot plan your life. You just got to kind of ride the wave, you know. Life's this crazy roller coaster and it's always chopping and changing. So yeah. Number 2. Sometimes the friends that you have in high school are only your friends because you're with them 5 days a week, and that's the tea. If you ask a guy 3 questions in one text message, he'll only answer 1. You have to break it down. If someone says, "That's hilarious," after you tell them a story, they weren't listening, because if it was that hilarious, they would laugh. The Ring Around a Rosie song is about a plague and not just about kids running around in a circle singing a cheery song. They got kids in nursery singing about death. Rejection sucks, and it never doesn't suck. So it's not really something you get used to, especially like if you're a musician or like an actor or whatever. You hear no 100 more times than you will hear yes, and it's the same with any kind of rejection. It sucks, but you just gotta get on with it and not let it ruin your day. Good things don't come to those who wait, they come to people who work hard. Because if you're just like sitting around doing nothing, not chasing your dreams, not like doing anything essentially, you're never going to get anything that you want, you know? Like, for example, if there's an audition and somebody goes for it and they know all their lines, they've read the script, they've worked really hard to try and learn these lines, and then there's this other person who's reading off the script, which one do you think they're going to take? The one who actually tried hard for the role, or the one who's reading monotone off a script? I know who I would pick. Gotta work hard. Don't spend your life waiting for Friday, because that's just wishing your life away.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday.
I mean, I've been in jobs where I've just been waiting for the weekend, and not like enjoying myself. So you got to get yourself into a situation where you like what you're doing and you're not just constantly waiting for Friday, because yeah, the weekend is great, it's lit, awesome, but you know, if you keep wishing the week away, then you're just wishing your life away, essentially. So you do not, and I cannot stress this enough, need to be in a rush to grow up, okay? So if you are a child or a teenager, have your childhood for as long as you possibly can. I mean, I'm 25 and I still love Disney and all things Disney. I would kill to go to Disney World again, and like, I like being crazy with my friends, because just because I turned 25 doesn't mean I'm going to turn into like a really boring, dull person. Like, you just gotta have fun, and there is absolutely no rush to grow up because there's no age limit on fun. I should never compare myself to anyone else. The only person I should compare myself to is the previous versions of myself, so that I can better myself in the future. Because if you compare yourself to everyone else, you're never going to enjoy your life, because you're going to be too busy like, oh, why don't I look like that? Why don't I have that job, you know? You just gotta do you, boo. The saying "you can't have your cake and eat it" makes no sense to me, because if I'm gonna have cake, I'm gonna definitely eat it. So I never really understood what that meant. I mean, I understand where they're going with it, but maybe not use cake. Things do work out in the end, and if it hasn't worked out, it's not the end. This is something that I have to tell myself all the time, because sometimes you can get yourself into that negative mind space of, oh, this is never going to work, and then when it does, it's really a great thing. But things do work out, and you might be going through a rough patch right now, but there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Sometimes it's your perspective on things too, and how you see things. Like, you can make good in anything, I'm pretty sure. Okay, this is something that I've had to like take some time to learn, which is, if you want something, you have to ask for it, because if you don't ask for it, how are people going to know what you want, you know? Like, I used to get so anxious about like asking for things, like in work or like like friends or whatever, but the worst thing that they can say is no. You know? People who look like they have their shit together probably don't have their shit together, so you should stop stressing if you don't. It's okay to stick up for yourself. I learned that the hard way. I went through some things in school, and I'm not really going to go into it, but you need to stand your ground and you can't let people push you around, you know? I don't want to be a doormat, and neither should you. So stick up for yourself. As long as you're respectful when you do so, then it's all good. Okay, this one blew my mind.
Explosion.
Ponies are not baby horses, but full-sized ponies. Mind. Making your bed is the best way to start the day. A tidy bed makes for a tidy head. I hate myself. It's okay to be dramatic. Sometimes you need to be dramatic. Get it all out. If you want to cry, if you want to yell, if you want to scream into a pillow, just don't hurt anybody. I'm the biggest drama queen to ever exist, so if I'm having a mental breakdown, I should not get my hair cut. It always goes too far. Don't try to change a light bulb in the dark with your best friend, because it literally turns into hysterical laughing, your friend ending up wearing a light shade on her head, and it's really dark so you can't see where the light bulb goes. 3 light bulbs later, we finally changed it. If you want a story time on that, comment down below. Cats aren't little arseholes if you just give them a chance. They're good pets. And I feel like everybody who hates cats always has this really traumatic story of being attacked by a cat, and it's really like dramatic. So you're like, do you like cats? Oh no, I don't like cats. A cat clawed my eyeballs and then I had to get it sewn back into my head. Say yes to going out even if you don't want to, because I promise you will have fun. Like, so there's been many times where my anxiety has been like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to go out, I just don't feel like it, and then I went out and had the best time. So just give it a chance, and if you don't like it within the first like hour or so, go home. It's okay. Don't wear flip-flops on a crazy ride in Florida, specifically the Men in Black ride, because you will lose them. But the good news is they have a whole entire cupboard of flip-flops, so obviously lots of people lose their shoes on that ride. It's not just me. You cannot shave your legs without making them bleed. And if you can, teach me your ways. I should have been myself way sooner, because I'm awesome and I spent way too many years trying to be who other people wanted me to be, and now that I'm myself, I'm living my best life. So be yourself, guys, because I love you.
Hugs.
If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I will see you next time. Bye.